Yeah, but I don't know. It's just weird because I think that there's hidden compartments in this house. Like the downstairs rooms are connected, and there's like cutouts in the walls, so like people could easily just go from room to room.
I cannot.
So like listen, when I listen to the floor and I can hear people like screaming and yelling. Okay.
That's why you last time you came.
So listen. So I hear people screaming and yelling in the room below me. So I go downstairs, and on my way downstairs, I hear a bunch of shuffling and banging and moving of shit. And I get downstairs, and everyone is pretending they're asleep. And there's no one in that room, which is really weird. And the other guy, I knock on his door, and he's asleep. So I come back upstairs. I hear more screaming. I go back downstairs. Everyone's still pretending they're asleep, which is weird, because, like, where would the screams be coming from if there's no one down there, right? Maybe the people who are screaming are being shuffled from room to room.
Maybe I scream.
Maybe you weren't down there. Because you weren't. You were up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you weren't screaming. It wasn't you.
Oh, up here.
Yeah. So this isn't really like rocket science. It's just common sense that would say, if someone's yelling and they sound like they're below me, and then I hear a bunch of doors and shit opening when I go downstairs on my way down, and then there's no one in the room below me, that's kind of weird, because where did they go? If they were there, because their scream is recorded.
That's stupid.
But why would he be in that room? And then why did he jump rooms like that? That's weird. I don't know. It's just a lot of strangeness happening. Stuff like that's pretty weird. And then when I bring my family up to you, you got this smirk and stuff. Like, you know something that, like, you shouldn't know, or maybe that is that I don't know, or I don't know. But then when I say, this house probably has hidden compartments and rooms and shit, and you go, oh, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Well, the other tenant is doing construction for you, right, in the basement. So clearly, when you just said you can't build stuff, maybe you have other people building these rooms for you. This is not really that complex. You understand what I'm trying to say, because you probably know, because you probably do have them. So like, this is what I'm trying to get at. It's not complex.
Dave is a good man.
Yeah.
Right? I like him.
That's great.
Personally, I like him.
I don't know anything about Dave, so.
You also, I like you. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Try to manage until you find the excellent location.
Uh-huh.
For me, I don't care. Right?
So anyway,
you too much notice, and then you can find.
Every time there's yelling, and I come to investigate because it's fucking weird. You and Brenda both are like, everything's fine, Matt. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But the thing is, though, is that everything's not fine, because Brenda and him were just fighting in an argument, and you were like, you're trying to kill her. You're trying to kill her. So just listen. You're just like, you're trying to kill her. You're trying to kill her. But like, so if that situation happened because of all these other situations, and then all these situations are part of one situation here, and they all lead to worse situations, but you're like, we're going to handle it, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But I still hear the screaming every night, so it's kind of like it's not being handled.
I want to tell you.
And then there's a guy downstairs singing a lullaby to a little girl, saying, go to sleep, little girl. So who was he singing that to?
Who's that guy?
I don't know who the fuck was singing it. Some guy. I messaged Brenda about it that day, and I was like, who the fuck is singing a lullaby down there?
Okay.
And she didn't reply.
Okay, very friendly manner, Matthew.
What?
Me and you are brothers. Things like that. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I am suggesting.
I think that you guys are just hiding stuff here.
New people are going to come.
Yeah.
Right?
New people are going to always come.
Yeah. New people.
Yeah.
These are Indian ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I raised in the street.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
Since 1987.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we knew how to move along once we purchased the houses and bought the houses, and then when we rent it out, and certain things we got to manage everybody, So certain people, high class people, that they are students, right? Students going to live in the house. If you show your attitude, you show your smartness, right? The way you talk and all, right? Then they're going to be run away.
I don't talk to people.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but if they're here and they also hear the screaming, that might not be the good thing.
They're not going to scream.
But I've been hearing it every night, though.
Once, if any small mistake happens, they're going to run away.
Okay, so I moved in on April 20th,
from
right?
the house.
And it's now like May something. So that's been over 2 weeks. So if I hear the screaming weirdness for 2 weeks, why would it just stop now? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Especially because I just heard it like 20 minutes ago. I just heard it like 20 minutes ago, so I went downstairs again.
Yeah.
So why did I hear it again 20 minutes ago?
That's
I don't know either.
The cops came,
Mhm.
cops looking after them.
Yeah.
No, this is the cops' responsibility.
Yeah.
So I left it everything.
Yeah.
Cops can do any deed,
Uh-huh.
anything.
Yeah.
They can take them out
Yeah.
or whatever. Doesn't matter. Right? My sisters, they will take care. Put the new tenants. Right? We have so far 9 houses. I mean, only 4 houses in this city.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them in Toronto.
Yeah.
Right? So we brought money from back home to invest here. We don't make money here and buy houses.
Mm-hmm.
We did, some money from Toronto.
From human
Canada.
human trafficking.
From Canada.
From human trafficking.
Huh?
From human trafficking?
Huh?
Hmm?
What?
What?
I don't understand.
Okay.
Talk slowly. What did you say?
Nothing at all.
What did you say?
Sounds like to me this house is some sort of human trafficking ring because there's people downstairs crying and shit. Human trafficking ring. Yeah.
Trafficking?
That's what it sounds like because
Trafficking
every time I go
means- What's the
downstairs,
meaning of trafficking?
this isn't rocket science. I don't need to explain it to you. So when I go downstairs
We
and,
are-
and there's no one,
we are
okay.
running
So
the
listen,
optical store.
listen. When I go downstairs because I hear yelling and I audio record the yelling and the yelling is in the recording, so the yelling is happening because it's in the recording, and then I go downstairs and everyone's quiet. And there's a bunch of doors opening and shit before I go down there, and then I get down there and everyone's quiet and
You
no
know
one's
what?
screaming anymore. That means that the people who were down there screaming are probably not in the area they're in because they're being moved. That's called people moving. That's human trafficking. So that is what that is. So when you're moving the people who you probably have forcibly confined here or something, that's human trafficking. So why am I hearing that? It doesn't make any sense to me. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
You need to have a proper place. This place is a shared accommodation. This place.
But you can't
is
explain
not
the
going to
screaming
be-
though. That's the part that you're not.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So you
didn't
should
know.
want to know because it's your house.
Yeah.
But you don't want to know because you probably already do know, but you laugh about it. Like
No, what's the reason we call the cops and everything?
the reason you called the cops was because Brenda and him were fighting. He was going to try to kill her or something.
No, not only that. I mean, already I called cops against him before. Already. It's the second time. Already we called the cops against him
Mm.
because of his bad attitude.
And then when the police were here, I went downstairs because I heard screaming again. And what do I hear when I get downstairs? A bunch of fucking shuffling around again. And then I get downstairs and there's no one down there except for dude in his room and Brenda in her room. I'm like, so what are you doing, Brenda? Hiding people in your room or something? And she's like, no, don't go in my room. Blah 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 blah. It's like, well,
No, she got
That's
little
weird.
misunderstand. She thought that you were talking to cops against her. That's what she's thinking
yeah.
for
Sure.
time being,
Mm.
right?
That's why when I went down there, and she was like, "If you're not happy, you can leave." Well, the thing about that is, I already paid too much
Buddy.
rent here and stuff, so I'm not leaving. And besides that, I'm
Buddy,
not
you
happy.
can live for your life.
I'm not
in
happy
here.
because I have
I
to
am
listen
here.
to that stuff.
Huh?
I'm not happy because I got to listen to this shit
Who
constantly.
cares? Don't listen too much,
How am I not supposed to listen too much?
buddy.
Why don't you just tell people to stop making noise? Why don't you address that situation?
what
Why are
they're
you trying to
doing.
address it to me? I'm not the one yelling and making the noise.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I like you.
Yeah, I bet you
I
do.
hate somebody
Yeah.
like you
Mm-hmm.
because 3 days ago
Mhm.
you came down
Yeah.
when I was shouting with somebody.
Mm-hmm. Who are you shouting with?
Came up and talked to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was over the phone call, not the people who was in the house.
Mm. The people who are in the secret doors and hidden
In
compartments?
the phone.
Oh. Not the people in
Over
the hidden
the
room?
phone. No.
No, those people are gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People in the hidden rooms are gone.
No, nobody here.
Okay.
Over the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you came. That's I like that.
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah.
Always look after me.
Mhm.
Buddy, I'm a bachelor.
Yeah.
The lazy time, I have some drinks here and there and stuff, right? When I get angry, I talk loud, right?
Yep.